That was the wrong screen. All right. Double check this to make sure that it's working properly. All right. How are we doing? I was going to say everything. No, Space Ghost. So, yesterday I tried streaming, and basically what ended up happening, my computer kept crashing every time I tried to go live on OBS. So, I had to completely uninstall OBS, reinstall it, get everything all set up, and my computer's been acting all crazy, like, all day. I do not understand. I literally stayed up until, like, 2 yesterday in the morning. I stayed up until 2 in the morning yesterday, trying to figure it out. Well, I guess I should say this morning, trying to figure out. Couldn't figure it out. It's been a problem. It's getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start selling personal stuff to get this computer under control. It's getting bad. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. This computer going out on us like that, it's not helping us. So hopefully we can get that sorted out and figured out. Also, let's get our music back. All right, we're going to try this. All right, I'm going to put this to live too. Everything should hopefully be working right. We're trying to do a live stream while doing a shorts live stream at the same time. I'm keeping tabs to see how well my computer can handle this. Oh, I was gonna say this will be fine. I need to do this as well, because for some reason, this is all sorts of goofy now as well. 115 overall. Yeah, with our with our skill issue. I want to see if we have it set for backup. I want to see if the short stream is even still going. Because we're trying to do a short stream at the same time. And I can't tell if it's actually there or not. There. We're gonna try... basically, yesterday, I was shiny hunting for a Mankey in Scarlet, but I didn't find anything, so I left. And then there was just a shiny rock ruff right after I gave up. Hey, take what you can get! I would take whatever I can get. Let's see. We're gonna see if we can get this running, because I don't know why we were having issues. There. We're gonna do this. All right, we're gonna see if this works. All right. Moment of truth. I was gonna say, hopefully everything is working the way that it should. Bob, jeez! How's it going? Oh my goodness. I want to double check this as well. Does it show that we have another... Actually, you know what? I'm wondering if this could be the issue. $224 encounters? I mean, it is 2024. It says excellent. I'm trying to see, like, because I'm not seeing it in my shorts feed at all. Yeah, connect streaming software to start preview. Ah, there we go. All right, everything should still be golden, right? Everyone's screen looking good? Yeah, I'm sorry. I want to try to get this typical shiny Deoxys hunting. Topical. I like topical. I like me some topical. There we go. I'm currently, wait. Trying to plan how to defeat a Deoxys in Draft League. Meta. What Deoxys is it? Which Deoxys are we talking? That's the problem. Like, which form are we talking? Like, speed could be a problem. Speed form? Oh, gosh. That honestly could be a huge problem. Like, speed form Deoxys is something that could be very difficult to deal with. Like, I don't even know, like, what I could tell you that would be able to help. Speed form is widely considered... No, it is the best of them. If you look back at the past metas, like, it is a problem. Past metas, it becomes a problem. There we go. All good. I got some ideas. Meta, you got this. Also, I just saw your message today, by the way. I do not have any of those Pokemon you're looking for, man. At the moment, I do not have enough, or I don't have exactly what you're looking for. Also, okay, that is good to know. All right, we'll keep an eye on that. We're going to be keeping an eye on that one. But it is kind of ridiculous, though. Last week, the guy with it swept 5 of the other guy's 6 Pokemon with a weakness policy, Iron Defense Storm. The fact that he's going for Focus Miss on top of that. The fact that they're going for a Focus Miss right now, too. Like, I would get so annoyed by that. Like, having to deal with Focus Miss would be, like, the most annoying thing I think anyone could deal with. All right, nothing there. We're going to do our reset. On this day in 1964, oh my god, 1964, the Beatles' first American television debuted. The Ed Sullivan Show, as 73 million people watched it. 73 million? Okay, for one, that is insane. He needed Focus Blast specifically in that one matchup. And the fact that he had it. The fact that they had it. That is insane. Like Focus Blast is a good move. It's just the problem is it misses all the time. It doesn't have the nickname Focus Miss for nothing. Goes Hazard with Psycho Boost. Yeah, well, Speed Form Deoxys, though, with like entry hazards, has always been a problem. That has always been a problem. And in my opinion, it's one of those things, right, where it's like, how do you deal with that? Right? It'd be very hard to deal with something like that. Like, yeah, you could always get something with Rapid Spin, but it could switch out then. It could go into a Ghost type if it expects you to do a Rapid Spin. You know, that'd be an easy switch in for that. Especially, like, because you guys aren't doing doubles, right? You guys are just doing singles. You guys are just doing singles, right? All right, we got another boop on our counter. I was debating a few ideas, but I think... No, it... There we go. I need to get that up. Also, Ian, welcome on in, by the way.
Hello there.
60 years ago... I'm not even 60. I'm not even halfway there yet. But I may also be living on a prayer. Charlie, what are you doing, buddy? Being a good boy? I think he's being a good boy, guys. Our buddy's being big good boy over there. I could literally see him over there. No, nothing there so far. You know what you could do? Let the, if you could try to, like, knock it out in one hit, just let him get the hazards up. Let him get the hazards up, and then bring in a bulky, rapid spinner. If you have anything that can even do rapid spin. 4 games at the same time. Trody, wait. Name a car or an edit. Ford Escape. For anyone that's wondering how we're doing all 4 at the same time at the moment, we're using a controller called the Wavebird controller. So basically, this is a wireless GameCube controller that uses these adapters. If you set this adapter from any, you could have like number 1 through 16. If you use 2 of these adapters and you have it set for 3 and your controller's set for 3, it'll let you control multiple games at the same time. We do that with the Nintendo Switch as well. They got this little bad boy with it too. So all the buttons that you're missing, like the home button, the minus button, you could actually push it and it'll take you right over there. That is how we control multiple systems at the same time. Those little things like that, I really should be getting more of those, to be honest. Also, Galaxy coming in with the hello. And also, I appreciate the luck, guys. We're trying to get through all these Pokemon before bank closes, because once bank closes, we start running into an issue. A lot of these Pokemon we're not going to be able to transfer over. I heard in the homebrew scene, they're working on trying to have a bank system to where you could transfer to home. But I want to try to get as many of these Pokemon through home as we can. Wait, you must also be reading. No, Space Ghost, we are reading both chats at the moment. So, this is Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. So, there was a Deoxys event for Pokemon Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Pokemon Emerald. Basically, you could scan an e-reader card, or you go to an event, and they would give you something called, I think it was, gosh, what was it? It was a specific item that it would put into your game to where you could show this guy on a boat, and he'll take you over to this island. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. We do not... Oh, that's right, since OBS freaked out on me. OBS freaked out on me. Guys, can we give our new Igloo member a nice big hug, please? Also, my thought was lead knockoff Alolan Sandslash with Ice Shard. I mean, that could be good, but the problem is... How much... are you going to be able... You're going to want to be able to knock that out in one hit. Hold on, guys. Ah. Metamaxes, you want my opinion? I think what's going to happen, and we were kind of already seeing it. They're trying to get every single Pokemon that can be obtained on the Switch. I have a weird feeling we're going to get Gold, Silver, Crystal at some point. I don't know. I doubt it'll be an NSO. I think it'll be like a download because Game Freak is going to lose money, and we all know how Game Freak is about money. I just got a GBA and Fire Red last weekend. I'm hoping to be able to access these events on official hardware. There is ways. With Deoxys, the only way you could really do it now is you would have to glitch your way over there. So that would be the only way you would be able to do Deoxys. But if you got an e-reader, there is some items, or if you have Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, what you could do is they have this one island that you could go to. Pretty much they give you the Eon ticket. It's basically, think of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire with that one Latios or Latios you can get. That's pretty much what it is. And it's honestly, if you're looking for a cool shiny hunt, that would be a cool one, but that Eon ticket costs so much money. That Eon ticket's like, you're looking at like 200 bucks. Unless I'd say it's not worth it. Do a flip. I can't do a flip, but I can do a spin. If I do a flip, my puppy is going to get underneath me and I'm going to crush him and I'm going to fall on him. Hold on. I'll do a spin. How about that? Let's back up a little bit so I'm not. I'll do another. And another. Hi. Hi, buddy. Good boy. Thank you for the kissy, baby. I was gonna say, there's spins, there's something. He'd have a sash as a lead, and nothing. I mean, yeah, if he's got a sash, there's no way you can even one-shot the Deoxys. For a different reason, with the restore points, it may be. Well, they may not do the restore points, because you know how they are about, like, cloning and all that stuff. They will actively try to do whatever they can to stop that. Which I don't understand why, because it's already been proven that Game Freak sees the games as advertisements for their the other products that make more money, like the cards and the merchandise. My man is Walter White. I wish I could be that cool. Let's be real. I could just buy a Game Shark and use walk through. Well, you could always do that. There's another thing for you. Also, I'm sorry if you see me looking down. I have chat over here on my phone, so I'm reading both chats. $1, spin that wheel. I don't know, Space Ghost, donate $1 and see what happens. I'm joking. Please do not donate. I was gonna say, I know times are rough for everybody. Don't donate. As much as it would be nice, it's just please don't. Times are hard for everyone. That is an option too. You could do. Watch, by the way, the walk through walls thing. There's a glitch that you could do as well that can pretty much teleport you over to this island and a few other places. I know that's an option. I personally, I forgot to do my boop for that. I don't know too much about that specific glitch. You could always type in fire red or leaf green warp glitch. That is a very good option, by the way. And plus, with I don't even know how much a Game Shark would cost nowadays. Like, I don't think I've seen a Game Shark listed in so long. All right, nothing there. They, no, it's... And you want to know why they did that, Metamaxis? To be honest, Game Freak does not like shiny hunting. And that's kind of already been admitted by them to begin with. They don't want people to see Pokemon as just numbers, right? They actually want them to see them more as numbers. One issue, though, I'm worried that they're going to try to put them either behind paywalls or they're going to try to hype up these shiny huntable legendaries with events and stuff to get more people to jump back on Scarlet and Violet, even though the DLC is great. Like, I had a lot of fun with the DLC, don't get me wrong, but the shiny locks, that really needs to stop. Since it doesn't require more hardware. No, exactly. It's, my opinion, if it's going to cost you an arm and a leg to be able to do it, I would recommend not doing it. Like, if you're a streamer and say, you know, so people, you get about $200 in donations and you're able to do it and people want you to do it, I would say, you know what, go for it, right? Go for it. But at the same time, too, like, I mean, like, if you're a collector, you know, that could be cool, too. But I know lately times have been really tough financially for quite a few people. I personally, I would hold off a little bit. Also, Red Goku, welcome on in.
Hello there.
Oh, they're like 40 bucks right now? Or I think of the past outside of your league. No, and Meta, I think that's what it is too. People have already unlocked the Scarlet and Violet shinies. I think what we'll end up seeing, we'll be seeing a lot of YouTubers. Space Ghost with that $1, by the way. I'm sorry, Space Ghost. I literally wanted to wait for that to go. Okay. That is the default donation thing, and I love it how it's a corgi. I love it how it's a corgi, by the way. I did not plan for that. No, that whole yearly giveaway thing, I don't like that idea. Like, if they're gonna do yearly giveaways, can't they just unlock the shinies too? Like, for the people that actually want to try to hunt for them. I'm currently trying to get 999 nuggets legit, so I could shiny hunt. Just have unlimited money with the bridge nugget glitch. Switch in my Pokemon bank. So it's more of just having fun, reliving the old games. See... Charlie! Hey! Charlie! He's barking at my vents. No, I don't have well, if we're counting duplicates, I probably have 800 plus. Personally for me, like our goal for shiny hunting, we're trying to complete the whole shiny living dex. So every, like, all forms of unknown, all 63 L creamies. Puppy. Charlie, come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Come here. Charlie, come here, buddy. No, Emily's not home. He keeps randomly barking at our vents for some reason. We don't know why. If I had to take a guess, I know we've had an issue with mice getting into our basement. So it's possible a mouse might be in the vent right now. So we've been trying to get all of them situated, but we haven't been able to get all of them yet. So yeah, it's as soon as the weather starts clearing up, I need to go around the property and see where they might be coming in from. And guys, I shall give my hug here in a second. I need to go around the prop thing up. When we got this house and we talked with the owners, it didn't seem like they had issues like this, but we started having issues last year, and we thought it was a fluke. It was a one thing. You know, we caught like 3, you know, nothing else. Well, it seems like there might still be some back, but since we got Charlie over there, like, we don't see him. We really don't hear him, but he keeps going after the vents. So I'm not for sure if that is the case, but if I had to take a wild guess, that would be my guess. Hold up. Like, these days, some shiny hunts are marketed for content as being hard because odds. Well, yeah, that level 100 shiny Magikarp. That level 100 shiny Magikarp. Also, hold on, guys. We got a nice big hug. Red Goku. When are we going to stop hunting Deoxys? Next week, because we're working on getting our shiny Jirachi prepped up on, Pokemon Platinum. So we're trying to get that stuff all sorted out at the moment. So I'm hoping next week we're going to be bouncing between the Ribbon Quest and the Deoxys hunt. So that's kind of the plan at the moment. Someone gave me a Pokemon bag transfer with every single Pokemon before Sword and Shield. Shiny Living X. It kind of ruined Sword and Shield for me. P.S. Ghost. I mean, we do have a World War II casket upstairs. That I'm not joking. That is upstairs. We still need to get rid of that thing. That thing is disturbing. Like, I'm not joking. It's gonna take like 4 people to get rid of that. So basically, for any of you guys that are watching that don't really know, I pretty much stream from my living room right now. If you go back to like a lot of my older streams, I had a nice like little office setup going on. We had lights, we had posters, a bunch of plushies. We don't really have a good spot at the moment for it. We do have an upstairs, but the problem is with that, when we got the place, we didn't really think to check to see if it had outlets. There is no electricity upstairs. So And it needs to get re-insulated. It needs new electricity. We need a structural engineer to come in to see what we could do. And then we need an electrician to come in. You're looking at a lot of money. Like, if I'm lowballing it, it's probably like $50,000. If I was lowballing it just all together. And mind you, that's with me doing, like, the drywall and the flooring and all that stuff myself. So, I don't mind doing a good chunk of that myself. It's the electrical and to make sure that the structure is good enough for us to be able to, like, take down the drywall, take a wall down and stuff. But we've been working on trying to get that. I've been working my butt off trying to get extra hours so we could actually get that upstairs done. But so far, it's been kind of a pain in the butt. Also, Chicken Man and the real Spam Man, welcome on in, you guys.
Hello there.
Also, Spam Man, I do apologize for what was happening earlier, by the way. We've been having issues with my PC, and it's gotten to the... Really, buddy? It got to the point where I had to completely uninstall OBS and reinstall it and get everything set up, so everything is kind of a little bit weird. To be honest, I was kind of dumb for not putting it on private and testing some stuff out. I just thought, okay, you know, we're good. That was me just not really thinking. I do apologize for everyone that did deal with that a little bit earlier. That was just me not really thinking. Assessed by Shoddy Hunting. Is it exactly wrong? They are missing the point. No, they are. I was gonna say they are. Like, yeah, people see the shiny as a number. The number of encounters sometimes, right? But at the same time, shiny hunting is similar to competitive Pokemon, right? It's something that helps keep the game alive, and it keeps a lot of people interested. Okay, Charlie, hey. That's enough, bud. Come on. What's wrong, buddy? Here, hold on, guys. I want to check this out. What's wrong? You're not in trouble, buddy. You're okay, little man. No, and I'm not, I'm working my butt off. Like, we have a bunch of these too. Abba, welcome on in, by the way.
Hello there.
Oh, I don't have them in there anymore. We have, 4 of those Coliseum Jirachi bonus discs. I know we're gonna use that to get our computer upgraded. We're probably gonna be using some of that as well to help with the upstairs. As much as I don't want to, I have a bunch of childhood cards that are still in really good condition too. I'm probably gonna have to sell some of those. Like, it's something that I honestly do not want to part with, but I know that upstairs, like, I'm gonna love it because we'll have, like, an actual office space for us to be able to do streams. We'll have plushies and stuff in there. Having all that stuff around me gets me in a bigger streaming mood. It helps put me in a bigger streaming mood. But as well, Emily's gonna have a place to be able to read books and work on projects and everything too. So at the end of the day, I think it's a good sacrifice. It gets me what I want, and it also gets her what she wants to. I feel like it'd be kind of dumb not to do it. Wait, Abba, why? Because we all know that's not the case. The fastest I ever fought a shiny was within a minute. Scarlet and Violet after prepping everything for like 20 minutes. I ran into that same problem, Chicken Man. We were hunting Abby Pop, and I made the sandwich, and I take one step, and the shiny just spawned. That, or we were shiny hunting for Pichu, and we're about to try to get the SOS encounters going on in Sun and Moon, and randomly just pops up. It just randomly popped up. Loved it. Like, it honestly, it was crazy. The fact that we were actually able to, like, get it right there, it kind of sucked because, like, we found it right away. You know, go on to the next target. That's one of those things that really annoys me sometimes, is you work on a thumbnail for so long, right? And it's like, oh, man, you know, this is going to be a long hunt, right? And then you find the shiny. Like, I like shiny hunting at Scarlet and Violet, don't get me wrong, but you find the shinies so quickly that sometimes it's not as hype as what it would be, like, in Arceus, for example. It takes a little bit longer for Arceus, or, like, the older games. Like, for me, it doesn't feel as hype finding a shiny in Scarlet and Violet. How do you make yours? I love them. So it's kind of hard to see. Here, hold on. What you see that's blocking my camera right now, it is a drawing tablet. I use that as one of my chat monitors, by the way. So pretty much what I do is I'll take a piece of card art and I'll either use it as a reference or I'll trace over it to get rid of the black lines. And then I'll do bevel and emboss and I'll add a little bit of a glow to it. And then from there, I like to put it off to the side or like try to come up with an idea like the Deoxys, make it look like it's reaching out for you or reaching out for the logo. Or there was one with Galarian Meowth where it looked like it was doing a slash, for example, right? And you could make that look like it's cutting the text, which like have it cut like the shiny hunt or whatever words you have in there too. It all depends. It all depends. So we've been working on Meta. We've been working on some videos and stuff, and I'm going through a little bit of a different process when it comes to those to those like video styles of thumbnails. I'm going to be hand drawing all of them, and we're going to be trying to do that with all of our thumbnails going forward, is trying to like specifically draw the Pokemon. That's one skill that I've been working on recently as well, has been like my drawing, because I noticed my drawing is getting better. It's just, it's not up to par to what I think a thumbnail, like what I would like to see for a thumbnail. So we've been going that route until until like my skills are like where I want them at. I'm a weird OCD perfectionist. Meanwhile, me just grabs Dreamworld recolors. Hey, Meta, it's whatever works, man. If you like how your thumbnails look and other people like how your thumbnails look, I'd say roll with it. Just remember, Meta, one of my thumbnails takes anywhere from 2 to 3 hours for one thumbnail. One thumbnail in total is 2 to 3 hours. I don't know if Dratini can be purchasable from the game. Heart Gold. Well, what's wrong with doing the random encounters, Abba? I mean, like, to be fair, I have not played Heart Gold Soul Silver in such a long time. I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize it until you just said something. Alright, guys. I think what we're going to do a few more encounters. And then I'm going to see if Charlie maybe needs to go potty again. No, I'm fine. You're just going at the vent. No, there's no way you need to go out again. You went like before 4 or after 4. You should be good. That's why I'm redoing it over again. So are you specifically going to be doing the game corner then? Or are you going to try to do like a mix of half and half? Are you going to try to do like a mix of half and half with that? Or are you just going to specifically try to do game corner? Because the game corner ones honestly could be faster depending. Because if you're doing Dratini, Dratini, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, that's that little route. If you go like the city where Claire is and you go down, there's like a little pond off to the right in those ledge area. And it's like a very low encounter chance, isn't it? Thank you. There we go. We don't want any accidents. No, I might double up. Once we get to 2,200, I'll check to see if he's got to go. Because if he's got to go, he'll go quick for me. But I mean, like, the last time he went potty, it was like 5. Yeah, it was close to an hour ago. Thumbnails do work. We always have our own. No, exactly. Like, that's my biggest issue, Meta, is like, especially when it comes to videos too. Like, I've done a few videos and like I end up just stopping. Like I'll stop it like right at the end. It's like, I don't like this, and I'll either redo it or I'll give up on it. Same with like thumbnails or layouts. Like I've literally had some layouts I've worked on for 24 hours straight, no sleep, no nothing, and then I will literally just stay awake and try to redo it over again. It's gotten to the point where before I moved to Ohio, I just fall asleep in my chair. I would fall asleep in my chair because I would refuse to stop until I got it right to my liking. That or I notice I'm 1 pixel off and I have to tear everything apart just to redo it because, like, I guarantee you no one else here would really notice it, but I noticed. I need to farm coins. Abba, if you're doing, could you try to find a pickup mon and try to get like a bunch of like nuggets or EV raising vitamins and just sell a bunch of those? Thank you for answering my questions, by the way. Hey, Abba, you don't need to thank me for that. I was gonna say, I try to read chat as much as I can. It's just a little bit weird jumping from both, because, you know what, actually, I just thought of this. Can I just do this? I'm gonna see if I could do this quick. And so this way I don't have to look down. Can I pop out my chat over here like what I normally do and squeeze that chat over there? There we go. Hey, I think we're golden. I think we're golden. We got both chats up. And my computer ain't exploding. Oh, I forgot to record, though. That was a problem. Oops. All right, my computer is not exploding. We're good. Pickup is based on the Pokemon's level, so 81 will give you better items, I believe. That would be the problem. I know if you were doing Ruby Sapphire, I think Fire Red and Leaf Green too, the pickup rates are like really weird. Like, you could get a rare candy on a level 2 pickup Zigzagoon. And he is ripping and eating a sock at the moment. Good boy. Yummy socks. I swear, that is like one of his favorite toys between his little like wiffle ball and socks. Like, those are his like 2 favorite toys. Meta, by the way, if you ever want to like see how I do my thumbnails or whatever, we could always do like a Discord stream and I could show you how I go through making my thumbnails. I have it down, so it's pretty easy. It's kind of like a more template style. So like the text that you see, I have it to like where I can easily change the color. The border, I have it to where I can easily change the color. The biggest thing is the background and then just the vector art of the Pokemon itself. I could always show you like how I go around doing that if you are interested. Sock. No, and that's what, like, he is a corgi. Corgis will, I swear, they will literally eat anything. Not 100%. I just learned about this today. There's a spreadsheet. No, there are spreadsheets that you can look up online too. I know Fire Red and Leaf Green are a little bit different compared to Ruby and Sapphire when it comes to the pickup tables. Like, you could actually pick up hidden power in Fire Red Leaf Green and specific rare berries as well that you couldn't get in Ruby and Sapphire itself. Also, yo, Novice, how's it going?
Hello there.
How are you doing, my friend? I haven't seen you since, what, yesterday? How you doing, man? Oh, yeah, Charlie's gonna be fine. He's just working on eating socks. Good at you? Novice, I'm honestly doing pretty good. We got out of work. We only worked like 4 hours out of 10 hours today. So, I got out of work early. I got some coffee. Came home. I did a few chores. I did a load of dishes. I ended up doing some Swiffering. Vacuuming and Swiffering the whole house. Did a load of laundry. Took a nap. And Charlie actually took a nap on top of the bed with me today. So, he didn't jump down. That's a plus. And then I figured out the rest of the computer issues that I ran into yesterday. And here we are. We ran into a little hiccup, though, earlier when we started stream. But we got a lot of that fixed now. Also, Raffi, I'm going to say this now. I'm really bad at pronouncing names. If I butcher your name, I am sorry. Please feel free to let me know in the chat. I am very bad at pronouncing names. I do apologize. We also got John as well. Welcome on in. Hey, I am now in the shorts chat. Hi, Spam Man. How you doing?
Hello there.
How you doing? The short stream? honestly, it was crazy. Like, when we first started, we had like 200 people that jumped in. That was something I wasn't expecting. Like, I don't know. The big thing that I really want to see from these, like, I would really like for the short stream just to see what that does to the normal shorts that we normally put up. But I'd say the big thing I'm really looking for is constructive criticism. Just, like, not so much for, like, the layout or anything, but, like, what people would like to see, or if there's something they're not a fan of just with the stream as a whole. Like, my big thing at the moment, and I don't know if I'll exactly get that with this, but I'm hoping maybe some people might have ideas. Or be able to, like, give me, like, ideas on what they might want to see, like, in the future. And now I'm back! Spam Man, welcome back!
Welcome back.
You were popping off when I joined and I think that's normally how it goes. When something first pops up on the shorts, normally they'll pop off. They'll pop off for a little bit, and then they kind of just die down. Something else that I realized for anyone else that's been looking at making shorts content, posting in the morning when people are just waking up, or at night when people are just going to bed, that's a really good time. That is a really good time to post also. Okay, I might need to lower the bitrate a little bit for stream. That and upgrade my internet package. The satellite internet ain't cutting it anymore, Chief. Novice, have you've been talking about coming back to streaming at some point, right? Like, streaming more. How do I play 4 games at once? Here, hold on a sec. Okay, you're over there. So, basically, Astro, how we do it is we're using a GameCube controller called the Wavebird. And with the Wavebird controller, they come with these adapters, right? So, on the controller and the adapters themselves, they have a little wheel in the bottom that go from 1 to 16. So, say, for example, I set 2 of my adapters to 3. And I plug them into either my GameCube, I plug them into my Switch. And then if I set my controller to 3, and basically whatever, like, if I click left, it'll go left on both games. If I click right, it'll go right on both games. Or if I push A. I said if I push A, there we go. It'll push A on all 2 or 4 games. So that's pretty much how we do it. We actually have 12 of these adapters, so basically we got 1 for each GameCube. And then we have, well, if we do 4 GameCubes, we'd have enough to do all our 4 Switches as well. So that is a good way of going around it. The problem is with this setup, if you want to try to do this with your Switch, you're either going to need to get an adapter like this, which is a Bluetooth dongle. And it has the buttons that the GameCube controller would be missing. So it would have the home button, the minus button, and the few other buttons that you're missing. And then pretty much from there, each adapter, you're looking at about $60. They have been going up in price quite a bit lately. And to be honest, I can kind of understand why. A lot of shiny hunters are starting to get into multi-hunting. So that kind of gets to be a problem with just pretty much anything that's related to Pokemon or shiny hunters use. They've been jacking up in price. What did the mermaid wear to her math class? An algebra. Really, Space Ghost? Really bad? I just did a test stream today. Wanted to try the short stream. No, the short streams are amazing. Like, I love that they added this feature. The only thing that I worry about, so like some people just want to see a short video and, you know, do that. They may not want to see a short stream. So I'm interested to see what people's thoughts are on that, right? If people are going to get annoyed that they keep seeing a short screen or a short stream and then having to scroll through it again, I'm interested in that. You know what? Anyone that actually is here in the short stream right now, is that something that would annoy you personally? If you ended up scrolling through just wanting to see videos and you jump and you see a stream. I want an Elgato so I can stream when I play games just for fun. Elgato is very good. but it takes up a lot of CPU on your computer as well. That's something to think about. I have a few different capture cards. I actually cannot grab that one right now. That's actually connected to my camera. I like to use the AverMedia Portable. That is a really good one as well to go with. Between Elgato and AverMedia, those are like the two best brands you could probably go for. But how do I get started? And how do I keep doing it without getting bored? John, what games do you have, actually? What game would you be thinking about hunting on? Wavebird. No, I love Wavebirds. Like, Wavebirds are amazing. Like, I have always really loved the feel of a GameCube controller. And the fact that I could do that with the Switch and do, like, multiple, it's amazing. I remember, though, when BDSP came out and we were doing the briefcase simulator, we were going for Piplup. I didn't have these little things. So I would have to reach over and hit the home button on all four of my Switches every time. And it annoyed me so much. So much. Don't have a computer. Sword and Violet. Well, with Violet, you can't hunt legendaries. Which, that's something that really sucks. With Sword, you could do the Dynamax Adventures. If you have the Shiny Charm, it would be about a 1 in 100 chance. Also, yo, Hamster, welcome on in.
Hello there.
Hopefully you're having a good Friday so far. The best thing, though, to keep yourself from getting bored, I like to have, like, my phone out. I'll listen to something I'm interested. Like, if there's, like, a crime documentary or something, I'll listen to that. Or if, like, one of my friends are live, I'll listen to them. Or, like, you could always put on Netflix, Crunchyroll, something like that to kind of, like, listen to or to watch as you play as well. That's always a good way of going around it. Other things as well is, Dynamax Adventures is honestly kind of easy. So what you could always try to do, too, is if there's, like, another game or something you want to play, you could just periodically look over and push the A button or push the B button or just whatever buttons you need to push. That is an option as well. For me, I kind of get bored of shiny hunting sometimes, too. That's why I like to do, like, 2 or more systems. And plus, it also kind of helps, theoretically, with the possibility of finding the shiny. So, like, that's my favorite thing to do. Is, like, to help myself from getting bored is having more than one screen. Just pretty much, the more my eyes can dart around and the more my brain goes, I know the better I am. It's... The ADHD in me is pretty much just making my brain go into overload. Love to talk, love to stream. My house guest is about to arrive. I'll come back and hang out out another day. Hey, Play, thank you so much for coming on in, and thank you so much for joining the Igloo. I appreciate it. Guys, can we get a huge hug for iPlay for coming in and hanging out for, honestly, a pretty good amount of time? Can we get a huge hug, please? Good boy, Charlie, by the way. Also, for anyone that's shiny hunting, what has everyone been shiny hunting for lately? Mudsdale weighs 228 pounds. To be honest, I could see it. Horses weigh a lot more than probably what people think. And on top of that, it's made of clay and mud. So, I could definitely see it weighing that much, to be fair. To be fair, I could see it weighing that much. Yeah, I think... thanks for the love, dude. Super wholesome. I appreciate it. I was gonna say, we try to be pretty much down to earth as much as we can. Also, yeah, that's a little bit off over there. I was gonna say, I go by treat others how you'd like to be treated. So, that's my big rule to live by. I feel like a kindergarten teacher just saying that. I swear. You streaming tomorrow? No. So, we don't stream on the weekends. Just because normally I got stuff around the house to do and I want to try to spend some time with my girlfriend and my dog as well. We stream Monday through Fridays. And maybe, like, if I'm working on getting footage for a video, then maybe we'll do, like, just a random stream, like not planned, just something random. But we stream Monday through Fridays. We start at about 5:30 EST, Eastern Standard Time, and then we'll go for roughly like 2-ish hours, roughly. Just so I have enough time to go to bed, because I do have to wake up at 4 in the morning and then normally work a 10-hour shift. Which we're hitting slow season, so times on how long we stream may change. Just a heads up. Which way's... I would say Cloudsire, honestly. I can see Cloudsire weighing a lot more, Spam Man. I can see the Cloudsire weighing more. I do not know why. Something just tells me Cloudsire. I can see the Cloudsire. Call to the Lamb is such a good game art-wise. You see, that was one of the games that I was, like, really interested in, because, like, I saw a lot of people covering Cult of the Lamb. But, like, I think I might watch, like, if there's a game that I know I probably won't get a chance to play, I'll watch someone play through it and kind of, like, delve into the story and everything about it and live, like, vicariously through them. That's probably what's going to happen for me. That's probably what's going to end up happening for me. Oh, he's chewing on his ring. There we go, buddy. I'm going to jump off now. Hey, John. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us.
Thank you.
Got a rubber ducky fist bump for you, though, before you get scooting. I do appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us. Hopefully we see you sometime during the week. I wish you the best on Shiny Deoxys. Thank you. I know at the end of the day, we need to get 4 of these things, so hopefully our luck isn't so bad. Also, Ryan, welcome on in. Boom, shiny time. We'll see if you're right. We'll see if you're right with this one. Also, I'm going to do my count right there just to be safe. And nothing. I was going to say, our luck just overall with everything has been amazing, but Deoxys, we're still under odds. We are still under odds, so I am not going to complain. Bronzong is 419 pounds and Cloudsire weighs 491. I had a feeling Cloudsire weighed more, but I didn't think it was going to be by like 80. I didn't think it was going to be like 80. Like, sometimes I don't understand how Game Freak does like their Pokedexes. Like, Macargo, it's like literally hotter than the sun. If you get close to a Macargo, you're burnt. Like, you can't even get close to a Macargo without, like, bursting into flames. Right? Or the fact that Machop could punch a mountain. And, like, literally, like, push the mountain. Or am I thinking of, yeah, I might be thinking of Tyranitar for that one. Oh, yeah, he's still going for that ring. Still going for that ring, he is. Alright, keep mashing the A button. We got this. Oh my goodness. But for everyone that's been doing shiny hunts lately, what has everyone been hunting for? Cloudsire is also 5. Are we talking, like, his height? Or are we talking the length? Because he's pretty much as tall as me, then. He's pretty much as tall as me. Why is Cloudsire that tall or long? Whatever they're trying to put it for. Like, why height? But are they doing height like its head is up in the air? Because they did that with like the Dunsparce, I think, too, didn't they? They did that for like him like standing up, like tail on the ground, head going up in the air. I think they did that for the Dunsparce. So is that the same way with Cloudsire? Because that would be the only way I could see 5'11 for Cloudsire, man. Otherwise, Cloudsire is like a freaking hippopotamus at that point. Which I'm pretty sure hippopotamus, like... you know what? I could see it about that same. I could see it about the same. Let's see. Nothing for the Deoxys yet. Still chewing on that bone. But I also want to check this out, too. Keep mashing the A button. Keep this rolling. Okay, bro, that's not cool. Apple VR has blocked unsavory websites. I find that to be... Okay, so... Like, I'm not saying, like, oh, darn. Because you guys know me, I'm not a big Apple product person, right? But why would Apple see the need to do that? Like, that's probably a reason that a few people would buy that. Like, that would be a reason some people would buy the Apple VR is literally for that reason. Some people would. And you're kind of just... Like, why? Why would they do that? That's like a possible point of sale for them. Ferries whooper across lakes. Okay, but who wouldn't ferry whoopers across the lake? Whoopers are amazing. If you do not like whoopers, you are a monster. I'm just saying. Especially the ones of the shiny variety. Alright, you're doing good, buddy. Alright, I need to check this too to make sure that the lady friend has not messaged me. Let's see. Apparently I can't even spell more anymore. Your boy can't spell more. Hi, bud. How you doing, little buddy? Come here. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, little buddy's being a good boy. Good boy, Charlie. Andre Ghastly, wait. You see, I can see Ghastly weighing 0.2. Because, like, they're just gas. But, like, why does Gengar only weigh 89 too? Good luck with this. You have a good night. Just for the effort, I will sub. Hey, thank you, Ryan. Guys, can we get a huge hug for Ryan as well for joining the igloo, please? Hold on, bud. I gotta give a hug, okay? You'll get more belly rubs here in a sec, okay, bud? More belly rubs. Hold up. I gotta do my boop, too. Thank you so much for joining the igloo. I appreciate it. Our goal this year is to try to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We're also trying to up our game when it comes to YouTube videos. So we got two pretty lofty goals ahead of us. I think it's possible. I think we can do it. I was gonna say we'll see how things go. But to be honest though too, we got so many hunts as well that are coming up that we're gonna have to hit hard. Like we got the Manaphy hunt yet that we need to continue. We got this Deoxys to go for it. We got 2 type nulls. And we got 2 Poipoles that we still have to go for as well. So that's going to be something that's going to be interesting. Buddy, you're okay. Guys, can we get one more hug for Dylan? I was going to say, we're going to do one more. I was gonna say, we kind of did that a little bit ahead of time there. Hold up. How are you doing? Set up stream like this. Here, hold on, wait. We got a hug. We got a hug. Ah. Are you talking about where we're doing a short stream and a regular stream at the same time? Are you talking about where we do both at the same time? Also, what have you been up to? Also, my boy. It's let me tell you, it's been a stressful month. Here, let me get my comfy sitting position. So, I barely skirted by layoffs. I barely skirted through layoffs, so it was bad. We laid off like 64 people and laid off like a whole shift. So that was scary. And then we've been doing a lot of hunting. And then on top of that, too, it's just a lot of stuff kind of been going on around the house. Yeah, I only see the short, though. Wait. What you could do is if you go to my channel, there should be 2 streams live right now. There should be Shining Deoxys Hunt, and then Shining Deoxys Hunt, hashtag shorts. That's going to be the short one. I was going to say, try that for me if possible. I was going to say it's because I looked up, when I checked live, it took me over there. It took me over here, then over there. Good boy, buddy. Oh, yeah, I see it now. No, YouTube added the feature to have your streams go into shorts if you're streaming vertically. So, there is a YouTube plugin. I don't remember exactly what it's called. I can send you a link to it, Way. But basically, OBS will have 2 different windows set up where there's... There we go. You got the regular stream, and then you have the short stream. We're literally doing 2 separate streams at the same time through OBS. Which I'm kind of noticing I'm dropping a few frames. I need to drop my frame rate because there's no reason it should be as high as what it is. It doesn't need to be. So I think we're going to drop that down to 5,000 flat. And that should even everything out, I feel like. But that's what I've been doing. And then you need to set up 2 separate streams on YouTube Studio. And then the short streams are going to need their own stream key. So you're going to need your own stream key. I ran into some issues earlier today, and I finally finalized the last of it. Shining Upgrade kind of helped me out with it, because he figured it out yesterday. And I asked him for a little bit of help today, because I had issues yesterday with it. What's your opinion on Heracross? I love it. Okay, this is going to seem really weird, but I don't really get bothered when it comes to gender differences with Pokemon. With the female Heracross, the thing that I really don't like is how curved the horn is instead of, like, how spiky it is. I wish they would have done something a little bit different with the, gender difference for Heracross. The next 7 are it. I was gonna say, I'll take that bet. Charlie, what are you doing, buddy? You better not be eating my cabinet, buddy. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and Emily's not home right now either, so trying to keep an eye on... You know what? Honestly, I could just do this. I'm gonna bring up the puppy cam. We're gonna bring up the puppy cam. So we're gonna have all 4 screens, 2 separate chats, and then the puppy cam right down there. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. There, let me do that. I forgot I had my sound on for that. No, but we have quite a few bigger hunts planned. No, I'm glad you... No, wait, I was close. I literally figured out HR did it by like an algorithm. So like it was completely random, pretty much, who got laid off. And the person that I was working with got laid off. The person that was training me for a specific position, he got laid off, and my name is right under his. So I can't tell you how lucky I got. And like, if I were to get laid off, that would be bad. Like, my hours are already being reduced at work because it's slow time. That's why they did a bunch of layoffs. But if I were to have gotten laid off, I don't know what I would have done. I really do not know what I would have done. I would have been scared. To be honest, I would have been scared. Because at the same time, it's like I would have need to find something, but trying to find something that's going to be enough to pay our bills is going to be... That would have been hard. I would have been looking at like at least working 2 separate jobs just to equal out kind of what I'm making now, you know? So it's been a real scary, well, January was scary too, because we were aware this was happening, but we didn't know how bad it was going to be. We didn't know how bad it was going to be until not yesterday, but the day before. It was like, yeah, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. That's when our supervisor came back. So it's a big weight off my shoulders, but at the same time, like, I feel horrible for all the people that got laid off. Because one guy is actually getting, they're getting married next weekend, right? And then, you know, happy mood, like, super excited, and then he gets that news. It's like, I just felt so bad for him. I felt so bad for him. Like, I don't know what I would have done if I was in his shoes. Also, Lynn! Welcome on in. We also got Draco. Hold on. Where's Andreas himself? Where's the man? We also got Arda. Also, for anyone of the Raiders that are coming in right now, you guys were probably doing some Dynamax adventures with Andreas. Did any of you guys end up getting a shiny? Also, Andreas, did you get a shiny? For those of you guys that don't know, my good friend Andreas, amazing friend of the channel. We also got Lydia the Agron in there as well. Welcome on in.
Hello there.
If you guys have not checked out Andreas, please check him out. I will pop him into both chats so everyone can see. No, but for any of you guys that have not checked out Andreas, he does a lot of shiny hunting with viewers, and he'll host Urban Mystica raids from time to time. Please go check him out. Amazing guy. I was gonna say, definitely worth the love and worth the look. But guys, how did your stream go? On Poltergeist? I don't mind Poltergeist. It's one of those Pokemon too. Like, I don't think I would have it on my team, but it's adorable. It's adorable. It is adorable. Haven't hosted Urban Raids in a while. No, but you plan on going back to that though at some point, Andreas, right? Or are you just gonna kind of stick to Dynamax Adventures for a little bit? Also, I don't know. We just had 2 people that joined the Igloo. Guys, can we get a huge hug for Lynn for joining the Igloo as well, please? Dynamax Adventures is more fun. I mean, fair. And trying to grind as well for a lot of those Urban Mystica raids itself. I could already tell you that that was so annoying. Like, I ended up having to do that too. Because I was trying to set up my other Switch. It was so annoying. It was so annoying. But hold on, guys. We got a big hug for Lynn. Also, if anyone else has subscribed and you guys want your hug, let me know. It will not do the alert unless if your subscriptions are set to public. So just a heads up. See, Andres, I would love to do Dynamax Adventures again. But at the same time, I want to... You okay, little buddy? He's got zoomies. Charlie's got the zoomies. Here. 2 or 3 more encounters, guys, and then we're just gonna take a short break. I'm gonna see if he wants to go pee really quick. So we're gonna take that a little. We're gonna do that in a little bit. No, but I want to do Dynamax Adventures like really bad. I want to go back for the Tapus again, but I want to try to get a lot of these Pokemon that we've been missing before Pokemon Home closes. Or Pokemon Bank, I mean. Before Bank closes. Maybe we get luckier if we collab. I mean, like, Andreas, I would be down to do a stream or, like, a little video thing with you. I'm down for that. Like, I would be willing to do that. Especially, like, now would be a good time, Andreas, like, to probably do something like that. Because I'm going to start getting out of work earlier. Probably, I would say next week I wouldn't, just so we can kind of get a feel on, like, what times, possibly, I'm gonna be getting out, just to make sure. But, like, I would be down. I'd be down for something like that. I have been and still am hunting Yveltal and, DAs, and Andreas joined my and gets it. I think I'm near 60 or 70 DAs with no shiny. Last time I did Dynamax Adventures, I literally had 4 switches all paired together in the same room. I literally had 4 switches in the same room together. And... oh, what was it? You take a 1 in 100 chance, and you practically divide that by 4. Also, anything yet? Ryan, so far, we've had nothing. So far, we've had no luck. It's still Arda's shiny luck. Andreas, I wouldn't give it back. You know, I would milk that a little bit more. Is there a few other shinies that you've been wanting to get? Drain it dry, then give it back to him. I was gonna say, you gotta take advantage of it while you still got it. Dude, I love the Bacon Bird, man. The Bacon Bird's amazing. Like, I love the deer. The deer is my favorite out of the two legendaries, Xerneas. But Yveltal's shiny it's top-notch. It's one of those top-notch shinies. At 9 shiny legendaries. I really want to go for Suicune and Articuno. Like, I don't have Articuno yet. That's one I would like to go for. Articuno would be one I would really like to try to go for. Hi, buddy. Alright, guys. We're gonna do this last encounter, and then I'm gonna see if he needs to go out quick. I don't know if he's just getting the zoomies because he's getting playful, or if he's getting anxious because Emily's not home, or if he just needs to go potty. So I want to double check that. And I got Suicune yesterday. Bruh. Congratulations. Congratulations are in order. All right, guys. We're going to take a short break. I want to make sure that we're not going to have a puppy accident on my floor. It's a hardwood floor. Wait, do I have the shiny charm? In Fire Red and Leaf Green, the shiny charm is not available. So, Gen 1, 2, 3, and 4, there is no shiny charm. The shiny charm was actually introduced in Gen 5. So, like, the games that you see me playing, for example, they won't have the shiny charm. All the old games that you see me play, pretty much, they won't have the shiny charm just because I don't think I'm going to be hunting on Pokemon Black and White 2 for a while. Would love to get the hard-to-notice shiny legends first. Which ones would you be thinking about, Andreas? Ever played Gen 3? No, and I was going to say, too, it's one of those things, like, I have quite a few people ask me that. And to be fair, like, for people that haven't played the older games, like, I would be assuming, too, like, is the shiny charm in this game? Like, I didn't even realize that it was in Black and White for, like, the longest... Or Black and White 2 for the longest time, either. I never realized that. I never realized that until it was a video by Blue Boy Finn. Alright, guys. Like, the Kanto birds are noticeable. And the bee... Yeah, Regice. Go for Regice. I know they're not in DAs, but if you haven't gone for it, yeah, I say go for it. Alright, guys. Give me 2 to 3-ish minutes. We're gonna go let the puppy out to make sure that he's good. No accidents. He doesn't need to go pee or anything. Just making sure. And we should be right back. Random shot here for Pokemon Violet. Hold on. Andreas. The fact that I haven't done this yet. There we go. Andreas, hold down the fort. I believe in you. All right, guys. Like I said, give me like 2 minutes and we should be right back. We'll stream a little bit longer to make up for the lost puppy potty break time. Pablo, keep them entertained. There you go, Pablo. You got this. tripping over everything, buddy. All right, guys. He went potty quicker than we thought. Hold up. Good boy. Oh my goodness. You just want your treat. I understand, sweetie. Also, thank you, Pablo, and thank you, Andreas. See, this is the one thing that I really hate about this, the heart feature on YouTube. I wonder if he has Ho-Oh or Lugia. I did not actually get those through, the DAs yet. I kind of want to get Ho-Oh and Lugia through here. No, Charlie went to the bathroom really quickly and all that, so I gave him a treat. He's been a really good boy today. Besides for when I was vacuuming, that was kind of a problem. That was kind of a problem. He moved his kettle from one side of the bedroom to the other. Oh my goodness. You could disable the heart feature? Wait. You can, Andreas? How? How? The checkbox in custom? Like, would it just be for me, or would it be for, like, everyone? Because, like, I try to read some of these, some of the chats, right? And they're, like, partially blocked by that little heart icon. It's, like, it annoys me so much. And I love it when people are putting hearts and stuff in the stream, or party poppers, or smiley faces. I love seeing that. It's seeing that logo in my own chat when I am specifically trying to read chat. Right? Because that way it takes a little bit, because I either need to make the window bigger or smaller. Oh, it does it for... I can't then. No, that heart is in the way. But if it's something for everyone, I can't. Because I guarantee you, some people like that. If it's something that a few people like, I'm not going to get rid of it. I won't get rid of it. I'll just have to figure out a way to get around that without deactivating it. I'll have to figure out some other way just to get around it. Random shoddy hearted Scarlet and Violet. No static. Salazzle. Go for Salazzle. In the built-in... I mean, I could do the built-in OBS chat. That is a thing. I don't know. I just figured, because I normally have, like, the YouTube statistic page up pretty much already. So, like, I'll have a small chat for me. Like, just, like, down here, like, where my tablet is. And then I'll have one up on my bigger monitor. So that way, like, if I'm looking down here or up there, I always have a chat in front of me. So that way you're not seeing my head darting all over the place. I always like to try to have it that way. I don't know. The way that I do things, Andreas, is kind of weird. Also, by the way, Andreas, that idea that I sent you, how did you like that, by the way? Because I brought that up to Draconic. He seemed like he really liked the idea. I left for a bit. Hey, Rengoku, there's no need to come in saying my bad, man. I understand. I don't expect people to be here every single minute, you know, that we're live. I understand people got stuff going on, you know, they can't pop in right away, or there's another streamer that they like to watch as well, and they're jumping between both. I understand. I was gonna say you're good, but welcome on back, Rengoku.
Welcome back.
And I'm not saying that just for you. I'm saying that for everyone here. Don't feel bad if you ever need to leave for a little bit, or if you want to jump between, you know, jump between other chats or other streamers. Never feel bad about that, please. I don't mind making thumbnails for the channel. You see, like, Andreas, I don't mind making the shorts. I really love making shorts. That is, like, one of my favorite things to do. And I don't mind making thumbnails either. And the editing, I would like to wait for my editing skills to get better. Like, I'm good with shorts. That's pretty much all I'm good at this point in time. I would want to wait for my skills to get a little bit better before I start posting stuff out. Also, Thane, welcome on in. How do you have 4 games going and the rest of them at the same time? So, pretty much how we're doing it is we got 4 GameCubes hooked up. And we have something called a multi-viewer. So basically, it's all 4 of them are connecting to one capture card. So it's all in one screen. Pretty much like how you see it here is how it shows up on my TV screen. And then for controlling them, we're using what it's a Wavebird controller. It is a wireless GameCube controller that was released when the GameCube, it was like a year after the GameCube. And they come with these receivers. And the receiver, there's a little black dial underneath that goes from 1 to 16. If you have 2 of these adapters set to like number 3, for example, and you have your controller set to number 3, if you were to push like left or right, you would go left or right. Or if I were to push A, it's going to push A on every single system. This works for the Nintendo Switch as well. With the Nintendo Switch, though, you're going to want something like this. Basically, this is a Bluetooth dongle that you can get. It has your minus button, as your home button. It has all that stuff as well. But this is how I control all of my systems. A lot of other shiny hunters, like multi-hunters on Twitch, they do a very similar thing. They'll do the Wavebird. They'll buy the adapters. But I will say this. When I bought my adapters, they were a lot cheaper. They're more expensive nowadays, though. So it's kind of hard to get your hands on them without spending $60 just for one adapter. Yo, Cat Dragon. Welcome on in.
Hello there.
I'm sorry, I went on a bit of a tangent there. Do any of you know how to evolve a Dipplin? If you go to Kitakami, I think it's the lower right-hand part of the map. There should be like a small apple orchard with a little shack next to it that has a vending machine. It should sell you like sweet apples, I think is what they're called. And you just give that to your applet and you should be fine. Thank you for explaining. Hey, no problem. If you have any more questions about anything in the line of that, feel free to ask. I know there's a few videos, like Professor Rex, I think, has a video kind of showcasing, like, how he has all of his running. That could be a good source if you're looking into getting multi-hunts, or if you're looking at getting into streaming, or just streaming with multiple systems. That would be a very good place to start, if you just feel like looking up some videos or whatever. Got a Wavebird, but the receiver is so expensive. Yeah, it's the receiver that's expensive. Like, the controller is like maybe 40 bucks. These little receivers, you're looking at like 60 to 80-ish for one. When I was buying them, they were 30. They were 30 each. I have 12. And they were like 30 each. My favorite Pokemon? I love Alolan Vulpix. Pretty much, when I was growing up, I had a toy Pomeranian puppy. And the puppy that I had growing up looks exactly like Vulpix. That is a big reason why Alolan Vulpix is my favorite Pokemon. Number 2 would be Jirachi. Number 3 would be the Hoenn Zigzagoon. I know number 3 is a very weird choice. Very weird choice. I get that part a lot. My favorite shiny, however, you know, right there is a hard one. It would be a tie between the regular shiny Ponyta and shiny Torchic. Shiny Torchic, though, I am a bit biased. I have a Gold Star shiny Torchic card that I got when I was doing TCG events growing up. So I ended up getting that for winning. It was like a gym trainer challenge thing or whatever they call it. So I ended up getting that card for winning that. And ever since then, it's pretty much been my favorite shiny Pokemon, but Mudkip is still the better Gen 3 starter. I'm ready to start a Flame War right now. But Andreas, if you plan on doing like 2 systems or something like that too, if you plan on just doing the receiver, you could have like one receiver set to 1 and the other receiver set to 2, and you could change your dial so that way you don't have to keep jumping between controllers. You could just hold on to your controller like this, and you could just do the dial and then push the button. That's how I was doing it before when we were doing the 4-system hunt for Arceus. I was gonna say that's always a good way of going around it too. Like, if you have any questions seriously, Andreas, about multi-hunting or anything in the line of that, let me know. I was gonna say, I think you already know a decent amount. I actually do have one question though, how you've been doing yours. Are you using 2 separate capture cards, or are you using a multi-viewer? Because I don't think I ever asked you that before. My favorite is Alola Ninetales, and my favorite shiny is Ninetales. Ninetales shiny is amazing. I will say this, though. Alola Vulpix shiny, it's not bad. I just wish the pink might be a little more prominent. Like, even if it's on its paws, like, make the paws a little more prominent. I would love that. Multi-viewer. Okay, you're using the MT Vika. I'm using, oh gosh, what is it called? It's called the Rie, the RIE. It's the 4, there's the 4 system, and then I got the 16 system. I mainly just use the 4, though. Rylan, anything happened when you were gone? So far, no. We had a puppy potty break, though. And, boy, let me tell you, I swear he probably could have filled a Gatorade bottle with how he was going. He needed to go. Definitely happy we decided to do that little break. So I don't understand why that keeps jutting me over to the side over there. It's like a shadow form. Kind of. And it's like, I'm okay with shinies that don't really change very much. But with, like, Alolan Vulpix, for example, I kind of wish, like, I don't know. The pink should be just on its paws, maybe a little more prominent. It's really hard to tell if it's shiny, especially at Scarlet and Violet. I guarantee you, I missed a few shinies at Scarlet and Violet while trying to hunt for it. Which... for $100. I'm not surprised. To be honest, Andreas, the last time I looked at those Wavebird adapters, it was a few months ago. So the price honestly might have gone up by now. The price may have gone up by now. And I know, like, a lot of the classic Pokemon games, they're jacking up in price. And the reason why they're jacking up in price is because bank is shutting down and people are getting desperate to get all these hunts done. That's why a lot of these people are jacking up their prices. Like, the Jirachi bonus disc, for example, like, that used to be 200. Now you're looking at 250 to 300. And to be honest, I'm probably going to sell mine for 150 to 200. I know, technically, I'm losing money by doing that. I bought all of them but one for 200 each. But we need our PC upgraded. We need our PC upgraded like bad. Struggling to be able to get the money to get the motherboard and the power supply. Once we get the motherboard and power supply, I think we should be fine. But I'm crossing my fingers we can get enough hours and my tax returns are going to be decent. Crossing my fingers for that one. My all-time favorite Pokemon is Riolu and Lucario. Shiny Umbreon's my favorite. I don't know. I have a very weird taste in Pokemon. Like, I like Flygon. I like Altaria. I like Deerling. I like Deerling. I have a very weird taste in Pokemon. Like, I love Zigzagoon and Linoon, the Hoenn versions. I'm trying to think what other Pokemon I really like. I would need to take a look at the list to be like, oh, I like Corsola. Regular Corsola. Corsola 2 is honestly pretty cool. Like, I feel like a lot of the Pokemon that I like, they're, like, really, like, they're not very good when it comes to, like, battles. But at the end of the day, it's, like, I'll use them. I don't care if they're bad in battles. Like, I'm just gonna use them if I like them. Type of thing. It's not like I'm, like, back into competitive battling again, you know? So we got a boop right there. Here, we need to keep that up as well. Just so I can keep an eye on the puppers. Make sure he's not getting into anything he's not supposed to. I love shiny regular Corsola. Dude, the shiny Corsola is good, and the regular Corsola is really good, too. To be honest, I wish just regular Corsola got an evolution. I feel like just regular Corsola should have had an evolution. Like, I'm kind of surprised it hasn't. Right, we did our boop for that. Oh my goodness, Andreas. But... no, I would like to have a talk with you, though, sometime this weekend. It's about the creator crossover stuff, by the way, Andreas. Like, I might send you a list of, like, a bunch of ideas that I have. Meta has hate for Deer Lake. Well, I have hate for Joltik, and he loves Joltik, so... All is fair in love and... all is fair in love and war. Like, I despise Joltik. I'm available all day if you want to chat. I am down for that. I got some ideas. I talked with Draconic, too, because, like... I feel like I've been at a loss on what exactly I want to do, and I think I got an idea on what I'm going to do to kind of get us set up for the April time. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Can you play Pal World? Or, what is... Pal World, I'll probably... Once my computer gets upgraded, I would be willing to try Pal World. I know right now, if I were to try to run that on my computer and do a stream at the same time... My computer... I'm sorry, my computer won't be able to handle that. My computer has been having a lot of issues lately. But my issue on Pal World... I don't hate it. Do I feel like it takes way too much inspiration and borderline copyright? Yeah. I don't think it's copyrighted, though. I don't think they're breaking any copyright laws. If that was the case, Nintendo would have shut them down a long time ago. They would have shut them down as soon as that first trailer came out. I'm not a fan of a lot of the designs and a lot of the stuff there. Like I said, I feel like it's very, very similar to like what Pokemon is. But Pokemon also did the same to Dragon Quest. The Dragon Quest monsters, very similar. And also at the same time too, I want Pal World to do good. I want Pal World to do good. Game Freak is going to have competition. And it's going to hopefully light a fire under their butts. Like, I want Pal World to do good, just so Game Freak knows that, hey, we can't just skirt by doing the bare minimum. Because lately, Game Freak has been not doing as much with their games as what they could be. Literally, just for the fact, I'm going to say this now, they're working with technology for game development for, like, PS3. Like, they're working with, like, technologies for game development for PS3. The other thing is, as well, like, for anyone that's wondering how I got that, there's a Japanese company where employees can actually go and, like, rate their company and stuff like that. It's all anonymous. So, a lot of that information actually came from there. A lot of people that have posted reviews said that they really don't They don't have to try hard at all because it's Pokemon. People are going to buy it regardless. And the games are pretty much just an advertisement to get you to go buy the cards and the plushies and merch. My stream just weirdly ended? What? Everything's looking fine for me. There we go. Yeah, I don't know why. I took a look at it too. Everything looks fine. Love how people complain. Most other genres are the same. Everything. Only innovation is graphic. Andreas, don't get me wrong. I agree. I agree. Like, for me, it's not so much me being reasonable. It's me being more nitpicky. Right? Went in the right direction with love for the next game to go. You see, for me, I would either be okay with them doing something like that. My idea was, why don't we have it to where you have the routes like the classic games, where it's like gold, silver, crystal, whatever. You kind of walk through the route like that. And then, like, say you go through the open door, and it's like an open world like Arceus, right? Have those open world areas. Well, I guess it's kind of like how Sword and Shield did it, but like every area or like every like town or something is like considered like a wild area or an Arceus area, right? They could do something like that. That would help please the older fans and the newer fans. The reason why I say do the routes like that, though, I've noticed with Scarlet and Violet, the game felt very bare. Like the whole world felt like there was not much going on. is what it felt like. And I understand, you know, you can't fill in every single area with something there. But even like in some of the town areas, it just felt bland, right? So like a way to be able to get rid of some of that, I feel like some of that dead area or that dead time or whatever, they do the routes like the older games. And then bring it into like an open area and have it be like an Arceus area, right? And they could do that for like a town is going to be like that area and other stuff. And that would pretty much be your loading screen. You going through those routes would pretty much be the loading screen. I feel like that could not be out of the realm of possibilities. That or Game Freak needs a company to help them out. Like Monolith Soft, the people that made Xenoblade Chronicles, that helped with Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Splatoon. Get them to come in and help. That or Bandai. Hire a few Bandai employees and get some ideas. You know, there's a lot of things that Game Freak can do. And I don't know if they just haven't thought about it or if they just refuse. There's a lot of ways Pokemon can be improved. And I feel like there's definitely a lot of missed opportunities. There's definitely a lot of missed opportunities, in my opinion, that could easily be fixed. It said it ended. For me, it still shows we're going. No, I feel like Legends could have done more with a bit more story. Legends could do more with a bit more story. Like, that's why I'm hoping if we get another Legends game, like, Legends, I didn't think about this either. Legends Hellwind could be a good one. Because they could go through the story about them locking up the Reggie Trio, the Draconid Tribe, the Meteor. They could do something like that. Johto, they could do the Burnt Tower. Unova, they could do the Dragon and the Two Kings. Or the Two Princes. They could do Sword and Shield with the Darkest Day event. There's a lot of Legends that they could do. I feel like it would do great. I feel like it would do amazing. The problem is, are they willing to do another one like that again? Best way to hunt shinies. I mean, it wasn't like full story though. Like, I feel like they could have added a bit more lore tidbits. And I feel like what we got to with like, it looked like Alder like got transported to the past, or that was an ancestor. Then Archie and Maxie looked like they were in pictures too. I'm just happy, like, we got, like, Perrin and, like, the Scarlet and Violet side quest. Like, that was, honestly, a nice touch. It was meant to just kill time and grind. Just catch the Pokemon 20 times. Save 4 moves. You see, that I was not a fan of. Like, I understand, like, hiding, feeding the berries, right? Or catching this Pokemon, like, catch the species, like, big 5 times. I feel like using the moves should have been reserved for people or Pokemon that actually evolved by using said move. I feel like that's what it should have been saved for. But at least the Pokemon games have battles. You see, and Meta, this is what I have to say about that. Like, in my opinion, Scarlet and Violet would be so much better if you were able to, like, actually go and catch the Pokemon in the wild, like Scarlet and Violet, right? So you get behind them, you could do a backstrike instead of having to specifically do a battle. And I think that's part of the reason why Scarlet and Violet felt dead to me. All the trainers that were in the world, you talked to them to battle them. You weren't forced to battle them. They weren't placed in your way as, like, a roadblock. Or not even a roadblock, like a test. Nothing there felt like the whole world felt devoid. And Andreas, I agree with that. The Pokedex tasks. I kept wanting to say Pokeball. The Pokedex tasks. Oh, God, I can't talk. Pokedex tasks are something that was really needed. And enforce Dex completion grind. You see, I think the charm should have been just catching all the Pokemon and then getting the what was it? The thing for the shiny charm is you need to get them up to like get every single Pokemon up to a specific research level. They should have gave you a different reward for that. I feel like That would have been the best way to go around it. You don't need level 10 to complete the dex. No, no, that's just for the charm. No, and Andreas is right on that one. And I think meta means for the charm. But like for the dex, like I had to grind Legends Arceus 3 times in the span of one weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to get prepped for the BDSP Arceus hunt. And I was able to do 3 games, like literally 1 game a day. Like it wasn't that bad. But if you're talking about like the tasks for like the story itself was annoying. Oh, to progress the story? I mean, I pretty much got all of that done just by catching every single Pokemon around me. Like, I didn't really get roadblocked very much. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't think I perfected all the Pokemon. I just got it enough to where I was able to get the... I thought you had to get every Pokemon to a specific level to get the charm, though. And I was gonna say, that's what I ended up doing. Regardless, though, it's... The next Pokemon game, I feel like it should not be going the Scarlet and Violet route. Like, I love the open world concept, but the problem is, the whole world just felt dead. The world felt dead for me. You know, it's funny you say that, Andreas. I was debating, I was gonna do the same thing, except I was gonna do Shiny Alphas. I was gonna do Shiny Alphas. I was gonna say that one is on my list to do. See, I think Legends Arceus world feels dead to me. Yeah, there's no battles. You see, I could agree with you on that. Like, I can definitely see why you see it that way, because I see the same thing with Scarlet and Violet. I think what kind of helped me with Legends Arceus was more of the fact of you were able to run around, you were able to get hit, you were able to, like, try to, like, Dark Souls your way to try to hit them in the back. I think that's kind of what helped me. In your opinion, which was the best starter in Sword and Shield? I personally liked Score Bunny. If I had to pick the one that I liked the most, but to be honest, I'm not a fan of these, the Sword and Shield starters. And I am also not a fan of any of the Scarlet and Violet starters either. Like, I used to think Unova had the worst starter lineup, in my opinion. Like, and don't take this the wrong way, meta. I know you love Gen 5. But there's every generation that I could see a Pokemon be like, yeah, I really want this. I really want this. But when it comes to Unova, it's like, you know what? I'll take Oshawott. Oshawott's just my favorite out of the 3, but like I'm not super excited to use it. It'll just always go into the box. Sword and Shield, my starter will always go to the box. Scarlet and Violet, starter is always going to go in the box. Are kind of meaningless because... No, meta. That's actually how... I never threw a single Pokeball at any of those Pokemon, by the way. Those the Alpha Noble Pokemon. I literally just... It was food fight. On a full action RPG battle system, so mainline could be for those who like turn-based. No, and you know what? I feel like they should. What they really need to do, they should do like the Legends Arceus style, but then bring back like how Sword and Shield was. I feel like that's the best way to go around it. Everyone's gonna get what they want, and it would just work. I feel like it would just work. I love actual battles. I just felt like button mashing. Yeah, I don't hate battles. Don't get me wrong. But if there's a chance for me to skip some battles, I'm going to be skipping as many battles as I can just to kind of get to where I need to go. But I also like I like games that have a lot more movement on top of that as well. Like if I ever just want a game where I could turn my brain off and just chill, it's going to be Legends Arceus for me. It's going to be Legends Arceus. That's why, like, a lot of my shorts that I've been putting out lately have been Legends Arceus. Just because I like something to where just brain goes off. I can relax, lean back, zone out, and just hit everything I can. Hit everything I can. But, like, to be honest, Meta, I could see why you would see Arceus as boring. Scarlet and Violet, in my opinion, is way worse. You want my honest opinion. Scarlet and Violet is way worse. Like, you have all those Pokemon on your team and basically do 0 battles with them. You have a point. I mean, you could do battles with wild Pokemon. I think probably what would have helped is if they had more wild trainers. Not like the 3 Merch Sisters or whatever their names are, because I don't like it. Like, as much as it annoys me, I think it still would be a good thing. I think it would still be a good thing, but I feel like they should have it where if it's next to an outbreak or something in the line of that, or they can't appear in mass outbreaks, it should be something like that. But I feel like it could have done better with more trainers. Like, have it to where, like, some of the trainers in town are going out catching a few Pokemon for their team or something, and they run into you. And those trainers are so weak. That's not a battle. That's a massacre. No, and that's what I'm saying, too. It's like the wild battles just don't do it when it comes to Scarlet and Violet. Like, what's the point of battling a wild Pokemon when you could just go behind them, keep whipping sticky globs or spoiled apricorns, and just whip a heavy ball at its back? Give them a concussion. No, for me, like, I wasn't, like, really over-leveled either. But also with the noble battles, though, too. I never sent down a single Pokemon. I Dark Souls that whole thing. Like, I can't tell you how many times I was like... It was like a Mario Party minigame. Essentially, it was what it was. I just kept mashing that button and the roll button. And I did it. But to be fair, though, that Arcanine one gave me the most issues. Arcanine, for some reason, gave me the most issues. Don't understand quite why, but... I'll watch for 1 hour. Hey, cool guys, welcome on in.
Hello there.
Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. That's the other problem. The noble battles are meaningless. And you see, that's the kind of the thing, too. I feel like they should have it to where, like, once they're stunned, the food doesn't do anything anymore. Like, I can agree with you on that. It's cool to have the option, but it would help fix the lack of Pokemon battles in Arceus. Oh, bye. Thank you. Cool, guys. Thank you for stopping up by.
Thank you.
It's also 6v1. It's massive lopsided. You see, that would be cool, Andreas. Kind of like make it like... For me, it's showing there's 3 viewers. I think the other people are just kind of lurking at the moment. We got some lurky turkeys. No, it is massively lopsided, though. But, like, being able to control the Pokemon in a lot of those battles would honestly be really cool, in my opinion. Just for the fact of, like, you could kind of make it like a Tekken style, I guess, type of battle. I don't know. There's definitely a lot of other ways you can make something like that work. Wait. You picked one of the 6 Pokemon. If the fight was, you start with the bulbs, and then it moves into phase 2, where it's dropped the health bar, that's cool. 2 distinct phases. Agreed. I'm a big fan. Do have Charizard. I have Charizard, not in the games that I'm playing now, though. I specifically went for Venusaur. So, that way I would have a Pokemon, so I can use Stun Spore on if we get the shiny Deoxys. Yeah, and I made sure I leveled myself up really good, too, on that. So, I'm not going to get one shot by this Deoxys. I'm going to do a playthrough, Shining Pearl. Set up for hunting Arceus times 2. Andreas. You know what, honestly, you know what you could do? Just glitch your way to the Hall of Fame. Glitch your way to the Hall of Fame. And just go through and just buy a bunch of Ultra Balls and just throw balls at everything. You could just do that. Oh, the game is what it could be. No, exactly. And Meta, I feel like Legends was just more of a tech demo for Scarlet and Violet. I think was what it was. And to be honest, I'm okay. I'm okay with that. I would like to see another Legends game, but tweak it a bit, right? Just like how I would be okay with seeing another Let's Go game if they tweaked it, right? It needs a little bit more fine-tuning for Let's Go, in my opinion. A little bit more than probably what Legends Arceus does. honestly, Scarlet and Violet was a big letdown. I think the best overall Pokemon game we have seen, I think, was honestly... Sword and Shield. Surprisingly. Use of the Pokemon Center. Oh, no, the reason why we're restarting is we're specifically going for a shiny Pokemon, cool guys. So basically, what we do is we need to click on the triangle and have Deoxys spawn in. If it's its normal color, we do a reset. And then we try it again. This is what they call a soft reset hunt. The game on its own in isolation is heavily problematic. I think Scarlet and Violet. No, Meta, I don't know if you've seen this, but they, Pokemon Company had a, gosh, what was it? It was like a tech expo, and they had a little panel. They had a little panel, and they were basically showing what they had planned for Scarlet and Violet. It looks so much different. It looks so much different. It was not what they were planning at all. Yeah, Meta. Especially since, too, I think you were the one that kind of made me a little bit more privy to this. But the Scarlet and Violet engine is just the same as Sword and Shield's. But the problem is they, like, overloaded it to the max. So it's, like, it's hard for the Switch to run it. And if you look at Scarlet and Violet and you see how Breath of the Wild go too, there is something in that coding. There's something in that coding. I don't know if Game Freak's coding was like sloppy to the point where they could have compressed some of the files and made more space. Where probably like the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom team already had all that. They have more team members anyways. No, it's not built for what Scarlet and Violet's trying to be. Exactly. No, I can agree. But, like, I don't know. I would just really like to know why it seems like there's a lot of issues with that game entirely. It's the first open world game Pokemon. No, and Andreas, you know, you're correct. Of course, it's going to be bad. Like, I never expected it to be perfect. I still have fun with it. The thing that just really annoys me, like, you know, they know it's their first open world game. I really wish they would have asked for help. I really wish they would have asked for help. They had quite a few companies that they could ask to lend them a hand. Game Freak has all this money, right? They could ask for help, right? I feel like that shouldn't be too big of a problem. So, like, why didn't they think about that? Or are they just ridiculously stubborn about it? For an open world game, it's like making a car. Yeah, so basically... You know what, Meta? I didn't even think of that. It's basically one big wild area. And the wild area was already kind of weird. To be honest, it was already kind of laggy. They just made one giant wild area. The leaks? I mean, fair, but if you think about it, the game's already gonna leak no matter what. Right? The game's already gonna leak no matter what at this point. Like, there's always someone spoiling something. No, and Andreas, I'm gonna say this now. I agree. The only reason why I was bringing that up with the file management, I know they had issues with, like, how big the files are that they could have compressed down. If I remember correctly, they had that issue with Red, Blue, and Yellow, which their first game, understandable. But they also had that issue with Gold, Silver, and Crystal. And Iwata came in and kind of helped them be able to, like, compress things down, help it fit, and then let it, or have it load better. But what I'm saying is, like, if it's, say, I've never streamed before, right? I've never streamed, you know, it's like, okay, maybe I might need a little help. You know, personally, for me, I would ask for help. I feel like maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for them to get assistance, or maybe just have a few extra people come in to help with that project. Charlie, hi buddy. it wouldn't be a bad idea for them to have a few extra people come in to help them with that project. That way, like, they don't feel like they're in a crunch. And that way, if they run into problems later on, they can kind of work on fixing those a little bit better. Don't like leaks. That's something that is... It's just crazy, like... I swear Pokemon has, like... I swear, like... Every time, like, a new Pokemon game releases, like, the whole game just drops. Like, obviously, there's something going on there. Like, at that point, I feel like... If I was the owner, or, like, the head person, it's like... I'm gonna get rid of everyone besides for, like, the main core people. That or just purposely feed bad information. Just because you have a lot of money, games can still be bad. Sega. Look at Sega. I mean, they don't really have a lot of money. But Sega. No, Andreas, they did expand to some degree, but it wasn't by a whole lot. They have 150 employees there at the moment. They have 150 people working for them at the moment. So, So, they did do a bit of an expansion. I think it was like 20 people maybe. But it wasn't anything like super duper crazy. Big studios can go bad. And you know what? You're right. EA, Blizzard, there's quite a few companies I could think of. The people that make Diablo, and yeah, the people that make Diablo. That's a good one too. No one cares about Metroid leaks. No one cares about COD. There are quite a few people that care about COD. But like, it's crazy why, like, of all game series, like, well, I mean, GTA kind of leaked, to be fair. GTA 6. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now. Good night. See you next stream. Arna, thank you so much for stopping on in.
Thank you.
I got a rubber ducky fist bump with your name on it. I do appreciate you coming in with that raid, by the way. I think what we're gonna do, guys, we're gonna get to 2,600 encounters. And then I think we're gonna chill for the night. Your boy wants to get some food. I also need to give the puppers a bath. So... I would like to be able to do that before I go to bed. Your boy's going to go to bed a little bit early because I did not go to bed until like 2 in the morning. I did not go into bed till 2 in the morning. I was trying to fix my computer issues. My computer went crazy. It started flashing all black, and then OBS would crash, and then everything would come back up. I don't know what the issue was, but literally uninstalled OBS, uninstalled all the plugins, everything, reinstalled it, got everything set up. Took me till 2 in the morning. For future games. The hate online for it was just non-Pokemon fans. No, or journos. Well, that's just... I wouldn't even call them journos. Like, a lot of journalists will go something that they know that will do well, and they'll ride it. Like, that one girl that I knew that did the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire Too Much Water review. Like, I'm okay with them doing asset flips. Like, look at, like... This is a weird example. But look at Ocarina of Time, and then they reuse the assets for Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is an amazing game. Like, I'm okay with them reusing assets. Like, don't, like, I feel like, honestly, it would be kind of beneficial for them. That's how good the Pokemon look in the game. Oh, and that metallic. Also, Michaela, how you doing?
Hello there.
Gen 1ers. Well, Gen 1ers too, though, to be fair. It's like, why is there an ice cream Pokemon? Why is there a pair of car keys? And mind you, I grew up with Gen 1, but Gen 1, I'm sorry, is my least favorite generation. I understand the appeal. I can understand why people like it, but when you've played or ate something so much to the point where you're just sick of it, that's pretty much what it is. Also have to do a stream soon. Hey, Meta, expect me to be coming in and lurking. I may not be talking because me and the pup are going to be in the shower. We don't have a bathtub, so I literally have to get in the shower with him and, like, try to hold him and, like, It's really weird how I gotta get how I have to do that. It's really, really awkward to try to do that. Only thing is Growlithe and Arcanine are peak. Hisuian Zorua. Feel about Gen 1ers. David, how's it going, by the way?
Hello there.
It's going pretty good for me so far. I'm a little tired. I don't hate Gen 1ers. It takes a lot for me to specifically hate people, or to like hate a group of people, or, you know, anything in the line of that. It takes a lot, right? The only thing I would say is I hate cancel culture with a burning passion. Sometimes it does good, but half the time it's like, no. What are you doing? But regardless, though, I understand where the Gen 1ers are coming from. But at the same time, it's like, if you don't like it, that's fine. Don't hate on other people for liking something you don't like. Like, what? Like I said, I'm not a big fan of Gen 1. But I'm not going to go hating on people for enjoying Gen 1. Scarlet and Violet was boring for me. But some people, actually, that was their first game and they really like Scarlet and Violet. I'm not going to hate you for it, you know? The way that I see it is people are going to like what they like. You shouldn't give them crap for it, unless if it's like extremely against the law. Then that might be a problem. McRobbie, welcome on in.
Hello there.
I have not seen you in a long time. It has been a hot minute, David. But for me, it's a deliberate invalidation of everyone else's thoughts on other games. And you see, that's the thing that I can't stand. Like, let people like and enjoy what they like and enjoy. Why give them such a hard time and hate for it? Right? I don't understand that. Since the beginning, I've wanted one Pokemon game that will always update and just add new Pokemon. I'm surprised they haven't done that, because you know how cheap that would be for them to deal with? It would be cheaper than them making new games over and over and over again. But I guess they wouldn't be getting the sales. They wouldn't be getting the sales of 2 games. You all are beautiful and amazing people and appreciate all of you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Honestly, stuff like that, I could really use stuff like that right now. It's been a hard month. The whole layoffs things, like, I'm safe from layoffs. I just found out I literally missed layoff by like 1 name. I was so close. It was all AI generated. They chose at random. I was 1 name off. I was so close. And it's like, even though I know I'm safe, I still feel stressed about the whole thing. Yeah, the sales wouldn't be there. Like other MMO. I mean, they could, if you think about it, if they did a subscription for $10 a month, they'd be making $120, for example, right? That's the same amount of money as what you would be, as like buying 2 Pokemon games for that year. And then what? They could add cosmetics that you could buy. Microtransactions. You could buy these cosmetics. You could buy skins for your Pokemon, skins for your trainer. Oh, I'm short of Pokeballs and I don't feel like grinding here. Spend $10. They could do something like that. It would be, honestly, it would be crazy for them. And on top of that too, they could have it on Switch and they could put it on mobile. You have even more reach. No, and Meta, you're correct. Basically, each game is just basically an advertisement for their Pokemon cards and merch. You are right on that. Is because 2 different versions people buy? Oh, exactly. I'm one of those people. I'll buy 1 of each. I'm going to say that right now. I'll buy 1 of each. So what you're saying is turn the game into like what Pokemon Unite is? Yeah, but not so much pay to win. Because what Pokemon Unite will do, Meta, is they'll release a new Pokemon. They'll make it an event-only thing, so where you gotta spend even more money to get the tokens for the event. And then from there, the Pokemon will be broken for 2 months. It gives people an incentive to get it to grind, you know, to get them up to higher ranks or whatever. And then they'll nerf it to the ground. And that's what they do every new Pokemon release. No, and it's like, that's a big part of the reason why I stopped playing Unite too. Like, I loved Pokemon Unite. if it was more balanced between matchmaking and how the Pokemon releases are, I understand it can't be perfect every time. I would be jumping back on it. Like, for the first few seasons, I got Masters, like, every time. I'd play solo, and I just grinded. I would get to Masters. $40 for one Hollower skin is dumb. Have you looked at, like, other games that have a lot of skins, like Dota and stuff? And I'm not gonna lie, I did spend $40 on one Pokemon Unite skin, and that was Ninetales. I am ready to accept the hate. Come at me. I was gonna say it was worth it. The way that I see it, if you're gonna spend $40 on a skin, they should make it to where you can obtain it in other ways, possibly as well. Like, but at the same time, right? At least it's only like $40 for a cosmetic item, and it's nothing that'll give you an advantage. Yeah, they'll let you earn premium currency. No, but like Andreas, like games like Dota or games that are like Pokemon Unite, like League of Legends, for example, they have skins that are like $120. $40 skins are normal there. The fact that $40 skins at Pokemon Unite is the highest amount for a skin, honestly, is kind of... It's kind of impressive for a game like that, because they could charge way more for that. Like, they will literally charge you an arm and a leg on, like, most games like Unite for a skin. And they'll make it, like, extremely grind heavy if you end up wanting that skin later. No, and the prices are tame, but if you think about it, Pokemon is mainly a franchise that they try to gear towards kids or younger adults, right? That's what they try to gear it towards. And the fact that they're making it like $40, I still think is a little too much, especially if it's for like kids or something, you know? Other games are way higher. What is it, bud? I think Emily just got home, you guys. I think she just got home. All right, let's see. We got 3 more encounters, I believe, guys, so that we are going to be ending stream for the day. Your boy needs to get the puppy in the bath, and he needs to eat. I really had nothing to eat today, so... The first 5 seasons that I stopped. I didn't even really bother with the battle pass, to be fair. I hope Pokemon doesn't go that route. You want my honest opinion about it? I don't see them doing that. I really don't see them doing that unless if it's a mobile game. I really only see it happening if it's mobile. Zil becomes so corporate, idolized and BS, the main games. Yeah, no, I don't think the main games are going to go like that. It's going to be like all their mobile games. Soon we'll get something fun. That's what I'm hoping too. What I'm expecting, Andreas, we're going to get one more Pokemon game. Well, it's by Tencent though too. Tencent... I could tell you, like, and I was already saying this too before Pokemon Unite even came out. It's gonna be very, very pricey, and it's gonna want to collect your data. Because, like, companies like Tencent that own, like, Discord, for example, they will take your user data and your clipboard data, and they'll sell it to other people. So that's honestly how they make a good chunk of their money. I looked into that quite a bit. YouTube took me down a rabbit hole, and then I went down my own rabbit hole. You okay, bud? Yeah, it's weird. Loot boxes, but gambling is banned in most Asian countries. That's good. I was gonna say, that's good. Like, honestly, loot boxes should be banned. Like, just all together, because, like, even, like, you kind of get this from shiny hunting too, right? Like when you spin a slot machine and you get all 7s, right? You literally get the same feeling as shiny hunting, right? Like I was thinking about this a few days ago. Shiny hunting is like gambling without having to spend money every spin. Have you guys ever thought about that? You know what? I'll do 1 or 2 more encounters. We're still talking. We're still talking. I'll do one or a few more encounters. But has anyone ever thought of that? Like, when you do that and you see all 7s, it releases a feel-good drug in your brain. Shiny hunting is very similar to that. And like when you see someone get all 7s, you get hyped. When you get all 7s, you get hyped. When I get a shiny, I'm hyped. When you guys see me get a shiny, you guys also get hyped too, right? That's why the game quarter has gone to BDSP, remakes, Japan, banned gambling. Well, think of it this way though too, Andreas. They got rid of that in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as well. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire got rid of the game corner in Mauville. Closest thing to gambling I'll ever do is shiny hunting. Well, it's because it's true, though. There is so much, like, I don't know. It's interesting. To be honest, I wouldn't mind doing, like, a comparison video of, like, what gambling does to your brain and what shiny hunting does to your brain. They got rid of the game corner. Oh, yeah, for Voltorb Flip. I completely forgot about Heart Gold Soul Silver. Well, time is money. And that is fair. I was gonna say, that is fair. Let's see. We're gonna do one more, actually, Meta, when are you going live, by the way? I was gonna say, when are you going live? No, I haven't played Heart Gold Soul Silver in a long time. Okay, we're gonna keep going then. As soon as Metamaxis gets to his starting page, we're gonna go raid Meta. I know there's not many people here, but we're gonna jump over there. I have a passionate hate for Voltorb Flip. Just give me the slot machines back. Just let me spam the A button and not care. That, or honestly, like with the game quarters, I never even bothered with the slot machines. I would just grind out as much money as I could and just keep buying the coins. That's literally all I did. That's literally all I did. Also, I just realized I haven't... 10 hours to get 1 TM. I mean, basically what I did was I tried getting a Pokemon to the point where I can get like nuggets and stuff with pickup or high selling items. And I literally had 6 Pokemon. I would run around, do a battle, check all of them. Like, I gained so much money so quickly in this game and for my Ribbon Quest just doing that. Like, that's literally what I ended up doing. Every time I go back to these games is what I end up doing. Just because, like, we had to buy, like, so many TMs. We had to buy, like, Protect. We had to buy, like, specific items on top of that as well. Also, Andreas, I had kind of a funny idea to be added. Oh, Andreas, okay. One thing I'm going to say, I will gladly make a bet with you. I think like red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal. I think we're gonna get that announced Pokemon Day. I think we're gonna get that announced on Pokemon Day. I think it's not gonna be an NSO. It's gonna be where you could purchase them. I think it's gonna be where you could purchase them. I don't know how probable a lot of people see that, but my gut is telling me that's what we're gonna get. Because we're not gonna get a big game reveal. We're not going to get a game release, right? It's what I think we're going to get from this Pokemon Direct. We're going to get Unite. We're going to get Pokemon Sleep. We're going to get Masters. They're going to show, like, maybe a new set of cards. They're going to talk about Pokemon Horizons. And then they're going to talk about a few other things that are already out, like that Psyduck Netflix show. And then they're going to talk about Gold, Silver, or like those games coming to Switch. Because they just need something to buy time for tomorrow, or for their next game, right? Or the remake or something. Because they're going to try putting that out next month. Or not next year. That's going to be next year. So I think that's what we're going to end up seeing. Is we're going to be seeing just those to kind of fill in the hole for the time being. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I will break out 6 Switches, and we will do those games. Like, we're not going to do 8. I think we'll go 6. 6 is, like, a decent number, I feel like. It's not too overwhelming. It's not too crazy. All right, I think meta should be just starting to go live, if I'm correct. We're going to do one more encounter for kicks and giggles. And then I think we're going to jump over there. And honestly, I am excited. I probably won't be talking right away, meta, if you're still here. I'm probably going to be lurking just because I do need to give the puppers a bath. So just a heads up. What did I just see? Okay, we're going to do that. Or better yet. Oh, there it is. All right. One more encounter, guys. We're going to see what we can get. And then we're going to be doing a raid. DM'd. All right. We're going to get the raid going, though, for anyone that's interested. Oh, that's, We're going to be doing a ShiningBlue raid over to our good friend Metamaxis. He's been here for a long time. We've been debating and talking. We're going to be doing a raid over to them. And for anyone that's on the short side, I don't know if there's anyone over there at the moment. But if you want to come in for the ShiningBlue raid as well, we're going to be raiding our good friend Metamaxis. He's actually doing shiny hunting and union circles with everyone as well for anyone that is interested. But hopefully everyone has enjoyed. I will see everyone Monday for another stream. We'll do Deoxys one more time just so we can get to 3,000. And then we'll probably jump over to the Ribbon Quest on Tuesday. But hopefully everyone enjoyed. And I will see everyone tomorrow or Monday for another stream. Good night, everybody. We don't have an ending screen, so...
I have yet to figure out when we're gonna do more Hades. Go, Smash Mouth, walking on the sun. Dino Chicken Nugget destroy. What is this, Mr. Andreas? Is this a shining blue raid? Whoever could have